Hello, welcome to the program. And if you don't know where you are, then well, I don't know how the fuck you got here, but this is Luke Rothschild. This is the RothFiles. See how we did that? We did a rhyme. That's what we call it in the industry, folks. I do not touch kids at any family parties. No rich relatives. Don't even think about it. Just forget it. Forget about it. I am Luke Rothschild. I'm not going to change my name for you. I wanted to for the longest time. I was thinking about doing it, but nothing is more suspicious than a guy who preemptively changes his name, right? It's better just to walk in a room, and in every room I walk in, just shout, I don't touch kids, you know? I'm not related to any rich bankers. And that's how I meet people. That's my opening line. Just every time, you know? I work in sales. Every time I get someone in, I don't touch kids. You know, that's my opening line. I haven't sold a car in a month. Guys, welcome to the program. Maybe I should just start screaming here because it's 2020 and that's what people like. They like screaming. Every angle just screams. Your kids are probably autistic and screaming, right? Because that's a big thing. You know, at least in New York, you know, you can't go to the grocery store. And not that there's a problem with it, but that's the thing. Is how long are we going to continue to go and say there's no problem with it until it becomes a problem? When is it a problem? Never? The entire planet nobody is not autistic and it's still not a problem? No? Nobody caused that? Okay, that makes sense. But I think I should just start screaming on the program, guys. Screaming, because 30 minutes of that would probably get like have you seen the YouTube videos that are getting hits these days, guys? Like kids disobeying their parents and kids unboxing toys. Millions of views. Millions. I'm thinking screaming. So we're going to have a 30 minutes of scream podcast. That's on us, guys. You're welcome. Honestly, you know, you're welcome. That's free. You don't have to pay us. That's from the kindness in our hearts here at the RothFiles. You know? Don't even worry about it. Forget it. I'm just going to start screaming like we're stabbing your mother's lover, you know? Like you're stabbing him, right? Your mom's lover because he's 20 years younger than her and you hate him. You hate his guts. Secretly, it's just because you want to date someone younger, but you're only 18, so you can't. You got to wait before you can date someone younger. That's a weird kink for an 18-year-old, but you don't care because you hate him. You're stabbing away. And he's going to scream, and we're going to scream like him. Guys, this is the podcast. We're just having a little bit of fun here. We're not giving you any special effects. We just got a guy with a wall. We got one wall, two walls behind us. We're going to keep it at that. No three, because we're keeping it simple here on the RothFiles. Guys, for all you know, I have two walls. That's it. You know, some guy from my village came in today, and he saw my microphone, and he just shit his pants because he was so amazed. Some guy from my village. You know, we got two walls on the program. We're not going to confuse you. No special effects. I know you want special effects, but at least we're giving you the video. Really? You know, because I don't trust people that don't have a video going along with their clips because, like, you know, my hands are up here. You know what I'm doing with my hands. No green screen behind me. No smashed out windows. That's probably what you want. You just want smashed out windows in 2020. I don't know what it is. I can hang one up if you really want. You probably want me to go to an island somewhere, right? And just feed cockroaches to strangers and make them eat human shit for cash prizes, right? On a TV network. And then come back to the States and just talk about sweaty people fighting. And then I can start a podcast. Is that right? Because like, I don't like that order. I want to do it backwards here on the podcast. I'm gonna have a fun hit podcast first. And then a couple years down the line, we'll buy an island. We'll make people eat shit for cash prizes. We'll feed them insects. I don't give a damn. You know, I'll shave my head. I'll shrink an inch, 2 inches. You know, be generous to the guy. No, but really, guys, half my life's turned into. I moved in with a lady. I'll give you the whole story. I moved in with a full blown lady. You know, into an apartment, vagina and all, and It's great. It's great. I'm not going to say it's not great. It's not wonderful. I mean, no, it's pretty, you know, it's not amazing. It's okay. It's good. She might still be awake. But no, it's great. It's great. I'm really liking it. It's fun. Half my life is just turned into talking about food though. Like there's so many times to eat, you know, you got breakfast, lunch, you got dinner. It's all I can think about. I'm not a guy that eats. I like to think human beings, right? Because the way humans evolved, I like to think probably went days without catching, a chipmunk or whatever the fuck they were eating back then. So I just assume it's better for you. I feel better. It's day 2 of not eating. I've never more on my game, right? Unless I'm on drugs. No, but day 2 of not eating, I feel great. I feel fantastic. But since I moved in, it's hard because there's so much great food, and I'm the type of person that doesn't like to waste. I don't like to waste things. So if it's around, I think that it's a very much a human instinct for me to want to eat it because it's there. It's there. I don't have to work for it. I don't have to catch it in the wild. I want to put it in my belly for my safety, right? And I think that's biologically what I'm doing, and I just can't fucking stop, And there's always a text message though, like for each time there's a meal. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I get 3 a day. If she's super hungry, I'll get a dinner or a brunch text, to try to figure out what we're gonna do for that. And then you guys will know there's snacks. There's so many times to eat throughout the day, so it really consumes my life, and just too much of my life has been brought down to good food. It's not the worst problem to have. It's probably a first world problem. Let's face it, but that's okay. I feel like she has so many appliances too. Like people aren't letting their ovens reach their fullest potential these days. Like when I was a kid, you had an oven. If you had money and you wanted to get cancer, then you'd go out and buy a microwave, right? Maybe a toaster, that was passed down from your grandfather. Still had the crust of his salt bagels because he was disgusting, and he just like straight salt on his bagel. But these days you got egg boilers, you got fucking air fryers. Air fryer I actually don't mind, but the egg boiler, like what the hell is that? It's called a pot. The crock pot, take it or leave it. We have cast iron pots for the stove. So I don't see the need for it too much, but I'll live with it. It's fine. I realized the other day she told me I was drinking the wrong seltzer, so now we have to drink the French seltzer. Apparently the seltzer I was drinking, silly me, I thought they could just make a seltzer with lemon in it and have me drink a delicious drink, but apparently not. They have to grind up beetles and trick people into thinking it's lemons because I guess they got an influx of beetles and they don't feel like wasting their lemons on us peasants. So we drink the scented stuff. So they just sent it with probably sent it with beetles. Let's be real. It's probably no better, but at least I'm not eating or drinking that physically. So we changed seltzers in this household, guys. It's weird. It's like that Futurama episode with the slurm, Like it's so sick how real that is, that some bug was just shitting out some secret ingredient, natural flavoring. Natural flavors in 2020 is literally just bugs. 80% of the time, I've learned it's just bugs. It's a disgusting time to be alive, but it's a great time at the same time, right? You'd rather be alive than dead? No? Like, 90 Day Fiancé is on the TV. We've been watching that, guys. 90 Day Fiancé in this household. I thought I hated my life but that's just helped so much. Get to watch these crazy fucks. I thought I hated the show, but I get so into it. She goes to bed, my girlfriend, and I'm 4 episodes deep, just worried about this guy from Brazil getting deported. Because he got this bitch pregnant, and for some reason he thinks he's in love with her, but she's only 21, and the pussy's probably just really good, and he can't even talk to her in English, guys. He's using a fucking translator. But long story short, that could have been you, this whole quarantine. Butters, what the hell are you doing? Attacking the couch? Sorry, guys, that's the cat. He's attacking the couch. He thinks it's a thing. 90 Day Fiancé. Guys, you could have been on the show. You could have been famous. You chose to stay home. You chose to complain about your lives. You chose to go about your relationship. You could have been married to a person in Pakistan. That could be you. And you'd be on a TV network, guys. You wouldn't even have to feed bugs to people. You'd just be on a TV network, living it up with some random dude in Pakistan that's using you for citizenship in 3 years. But he's playing the long ball. He's smart. And he's getting on TV. His Instagram is blowing up, guys. Could have been you. But no. You're gonna sit home and use your egg boiler and fucking make a stew in your crock pot. Guys, it's been weird. There's been an influx of people getting into comedy because the comedy scene's coming back recently, and that's my main game. And there's been a lot of people trying it out, and a lot of them are no good. You know, they'll have jokes. They'll be committed to the craziest bits. They'll be committed to like just a straight incest joke. It'll be like, so I was banging my kid, and then it hit me. Like, why isn't she on enough drugs? You know, it's like crazy stuff. and so I've just been going up there committed to the stupidest fucking bits. I've been going up there, and I was like, hey guys, I stopped eating because pooping doesn't feel good, you know? And I think pooping's gay. It's the gayest thing. Because people, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but my rationalization was because, like, you've heard those fat people that talk about how shitting feels good. That's such a weird thought. That's like the gayest thought. Because that's like the second gayest thing you could say is this thing coming out of my ass feels good, right? That's like the only gayer thing is this thing in my ass feels good. All right, so that was the whole bit. I was committed to it. No one got it, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because it's just shit. I'm seeing so much garbage these days. People that should be collecting stamps. You know what happened to all the stamp collectors, guys? All those stamp collectors decided to just start a podcast and get into open mics, and it seems like the influx is just nuts. Like all those people that used to fucking hit a hoop with a stick, like what happened to them? We need those things back in the stores because we need more people doing that shit, guys. Too many people are trying to influence people. I should be outside hitting a stick. That's probably my cue to leave. I mean, honestly, I can't complain too much because at the end of the day, I'd much rather people try to create something and it be shit than people just not even try. You know, just to go on a social media and lip sync a song that, you know, 30,000 other people just made a video lip syncing, and that's trending, so it's gonna help you get views. Like, in a world where that's going on, making your own podcast isn't bad. I shouldn't be shitting on you, especially since this is episode 1 of the RothFiles, and you know, we're not even having fun yet, guys. I don't want to lose you yet. This is only 13 minutes into the podcast. We're gonna go about 20-30 minute episodes. Sometimes we'll ramble. Sometimes we'll talk conspiracies. We can go deep. We can go real deep. I don't care how deep we go. I'll talk crazy ones too that most people will call me crazy for. I won't take sides. I'll just talk about them objectively. You know, crazy like you want to go 9/11 isn't crazy. Y'all know. Y'all know at this point, right? The fuck? Who the hell thinks it was the Middle East? You know? You couldn't tell me what country it actually was. You probably couldn't even tell me what country they blamed it on. But that's, you know, it doesn't matter. We can talk about, you know, Pizzagate. We can talk about the flat earth. I'm happy to talk about that stuff. Happy as a clam because I don't think that it's all true, but I'm not going to say it's not. I'm not going to say there's not truth to it. Have you read those fucking emails? You know? Those politicians, they were doing it for the children, guys. They said it themselves. That used to be the saying. Doing it for the children. They were fucking literal. They were literally doing it in exchange for the children, guys. This whole time. I'm Tom Hanks, and I donated $1 million for the children. It's like, all right, Mr. Hanks, now I understand you were... I wonder how much $1 million of children can buy you. I guess if $10,000 can buy you a child on a Wayfair, then you could get, like, you know what, 1,000. Jesus. You could start a small village. Strange, really. To think that our entire lives, society has been normal. But, and the normal was just us turning the other cheek to people doing crazy things, just insane things, just molesting, perhaps murdering young kids on the daily, you know? That's not a stretch of the imagination now. There's people out there that have confirmed to do that, and they have very close ties to people that haven't been confirmed to do that, but those people hold a big light. Literally anybody, literally anyone in Hollywood probably has a 1 to 2 person connection with one of these creeps, right? And now came out the Ellen show. Even Ellen feels betrayed. Ellen feels betrayed that that her producers were just touching people for all these years, and oh my gosh, but she didn't know. You know, none of those accusations ever made it to Ellen, right? She's not that important. It's only called Ellen, guys. She's not. She doesn't know. Why would Ellen know? She's only the important person on that show. Why would she know that her producers were inappropriately doing things for years to employees, to, I believe, guests even. I know employees. I'm not sure, but more's to come on that, guys, and we're happy to talk that, because that is a lot's coming out on this pedophilia ring, this huge thing. I'm happy to talk about that because that really enthralls me. It's nuts, it's scary, it's crazy, and it's like it's Hollywood, but it's so Hollywood that it's so good they wouldn't make a movie about it, you know? Because like even they're not that stupid. Like they'll make movies that give away some of the secrets, you know? Like don't get me wrong. There's certainly movies that hint at things that are certainly real. Movies when it comes to the 9/11, movies when it comes to other theories and conspiracy. I believe there's movies, and it's predictive program, it's projective programming. It's getting us okay with certain things. It's getting us okay with aliens, right? When I was growing up, not everyone was okay with aliens. A lot of people rejected the idea that they even existed. A lot of people thought that they were, a lot of people were up in the air about it. And now everybody is concrete. Everyone, of course. Like, of course. But I guess NASA confirmed it like a couple weeks ago amidst everything. So who knows? Who the fuck knows? There's so much coming out and nobody to make sense of it, because nobody on the media does their job. They do their job as they're told, but they don't do the job of somebody that's actually reporting on a story. And I think that's become very clear to most people. And that's why podcasts, and that's why shows on the internet, and that's why all sorts of things have taken off. And that's why things like Alex Jones have taken off too. Because when you have somebody coming and saying the exact opposite of what other people are saying, it's like, well, none of this has been right. None of the truth has been right. So let's go with this guy who's telling me that nothing they're saying is right. Not rejecting the fact that they're being presented with only two things. They're only being projected with two realities, when in the physical world there's so many actual realities. There's so many things that it is. There's so many moving parts to this world, and everyone's just trying to catch up. And it really seems like it's gotten out of hand. I can't keep track of all the people. There's so many players in the game, and it's a beast of its own, really. And I think it's manufactured in such a way where there's so many huge criminal enterprises that are probably so entangled with government agencies at this point that they will never have answers. There's never going to be an answer. So many secrets, so many lies, and they become so big that they don't stop. They don't stop. They just change. They just change to the times. But my thing is I think the media is a tool of those programs. I believe that the media is here to comfort the people, and at the same time to tear people apart and to create this separation and this feeling of non-togetherness. And those feelings, they really go beyond the TV. They fucking hop out the TV into people's minds, and people believe that. And people live it. People live that these days. I'm sure you see it everywhere, man. People losing relationships, friendships over differences in thoughts. people shouting opinions that have just been shouted at them. It's crazy, guys. 30 minutes of screaming. We just need screaming because that's all this is. It's really just, it's wild. And I'm happy to talk about any of that stuff on the program. I want to dig deeper with you folks. If anybody wants to come on and dig deeper with me, I'm happy to. We're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it fun. We're going to joke. We're going to have a blast here. Right? And you should follow us. You should follow me on Instagram at Luke. At what the fuck is my Instagram? I'll look it up for the people here. Jesus, that's how you know the drugs, man. People say weed isn't bad for you, and it doesn't affect your memory, but it's got to. It's got to. Either that, or I'm just losing my damn mind, and Alzheimer's runs in the family, and I've been eating too much food off of tinfoil. I've heard that before, that tinfoil causes Alzheimer's. Luke R. Comedy, guys. Luker Comedy. If you can't spell comedy, I don't know how to help you. You can also follow the podcast. We're going to give it to you on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Sit Down with Luke. This is the RothFiles Ep.1. And we're going to have many to come. Some with people, some with me. So just let me know what we want to hear. We can take live callers on the show as well. So we're going to give out a number to take live callers on the show so you guys can talk conspiracies with me live. And then I can hang up on you. You know, I don't have to have you on the whole show. I can have you on for a couple minutes. We have the technology. We don't understand how it works, but we have it. And that is fine. We use it to the fullest extent on the program. That's what we do here. But we're having fun. Guys, we could talk some jokes. We could have some fun. I'll finish up here. I don't know what you want to hear, and I want you to let me know because I want to have fun with you. My name is Luke Rothschild. I've said it 5 times. I got one gray wall behind me. We're coming at you here, guys, and we'll give you a couple more minutes of this commentary, guys. I've been watching some drag racing on the TV because apparently cars cannot get coronavirus. Apparently, they don't. They don't get crippling diseases. So that's been the sport on TV. But like only 4 things can happen with this drag racing, guys. Like the left car can win, the right car can win. Sometimes neither go. Just neither of the cars figure out how to go in a straight line, which is crazy. Sometimes one veers off into the wall and it just explodes, guys. Where has this shit been all my life? But, like, he had one job was to just go straight, and he crashed into the wall. Like, sometimes I'll drive an hour home drunk, right? And I'll do it fine, and I'm not even getting paid for it. Guys, I should get into drag racing. That is what I should get into. That's what I should get into. But life's been fun recently. It really has. Like, I've been trying to read the terms and conditions, guys, because that's a conspiracy I've been getting into is just fucking read those terms and conditions, man. Like, they could be hiding, like, who's to say, like, it just doesn't hide in there, like, oh yeah, we can take your cock at any time. Like, your cock is ours at any time. Easy. There's like 100 pages in there, and you don't read that shit. Dude, like, Google probably owns all your cocks, right? And your ladies, too. There's probably stipulations. You've probably signed your life away 20 times already, guys. And when you eat food, we're going to circle back to the food. When you eat food, I think that you're really signing terms and conditions every time you put something in your mouth. And that might sound strange. That might not sound. But you are. Because when you think about what's in it, you're blindly accepting it. You know, they're telling you. They don't hide it. They give it to you. They give you right in your face what's going on. It's up to you to how you want to interpret it and how you want to feel about it. And every time you put something in your mouth, you're signing the agreement. And for your children too. Every time you give them something frozen, something with GMOs, something with natural flavors with bugs, right? That's on the parent because the child cannot decide for himself. And then you wonder why your child starts screaming and watching kids unbox things on YouTube and throwing tantrums, then you wonder. It all circles around, guys. Kids, they just shouldn't be eating. Just every couple days, just make them fast. They'll feel better. They'll be better, and it's cheaper, You don't gotta buy all that fucking food. Go hunt a squirrel. Jesus. Give them 2 days. Don't give them sugar. Sorry, guys, this turned into a parenting podcast. This is the all-encompassing RothFiles podcast where we just talk, we have fun, we ramble on, and we're doing it for you. Doing it for you here. So this has been the episode number 1. We're going to end it there. We're just going to talk some logistics now. We already gave you the Instagram, Luke R. Comedy. The Facebook is my name, Luke Rothschild. And we're going to have the fan page for the RothFiles. You can also follow Luke Rothschild Comedy on Facebook. That is the comedy page. Every episode's going to be posted onto there. So we can have it all stored in one nice little place. We're going to have some great guests, some not famous, some famous, and we'll go from there. And I think we're going to surprise you with who you have on, so probably keep watching, because I think you will be shocked. You will be outraged. You'll be in tears. You'll be brought to joy here on the program. This has been the RothFiles. Thank you, and good night.